I'm delighted to welcome to our show a very special guest. A warm welcome to former France, Inter Milan, Manchester United and Arsenal defender Mikel Silvestre joins us. Mikel, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you guys doing?
We are very well, thank you. How are you? Thank you so much for coming on. We can see you. You look lovely. You look very healthy. How are you? Where are you in the world?
I'm in Dubai, so I'm looking good.
Oh, you look fantastic. Can you send some sunshine over here? It's horrible. It's
I
raining.
will. Yeah, I'll do my best.
Good, okay. Listen, thank you, because we're big fans of yours, huge fans, and we always get excited when we get proper legends on the show, so thank you for your time. We've got so much to talk to you about. We're going to start off with your former club, Arsenal, who were smashed and embarrassed 1-0 by Porto yesterday. Did you watch the game, and if so, what do you think went wrong for them?
Well, 1-0, come on, it's a bit harsh to say they've been smashed. They've struggled to obviously score goals, and the fact that they've been scoring 5, 6 in the Premier League, everybody expect them to go and roll over the Portuguese league, but it's not the case. You know, Porto is well equipped, and they obviously prepared the game plan and frustrated Arsenal for 90 minutes. So I think the 1-0 deficit, it's not a problem with the support of the fans. Second leg, if the Arsenal start and early and then score and put pressure and put a relentless effort, I think they can do it and go to the next round.
Just quickly before we move on, are you more Arsenal than Manchester United as a fan, or the other way around?
No, you know, when you've been traveling like I did, you still look back and support the teams you played for. But as you know, 9 years at United is a long time in one career. And yeah, if you ask me to pick, it would be more United. Good. But I had a great time at Arsenal.
Okay.
Would you say there was a little bit of lack of experience? Because when you watched Arsenal, and you touched on it there, Mikel, you said that the last couple of weeks in the Premier League, they've been smashing teams 4-0 and 5-0, and 6-0. Do you think maybe it was just a bit of inexperience in the last 16 of the Champions League that maybe showed last night?
Yes, I think, you know, there was a lot of players that never been to that stage, apart from Kai Havertz. And it's a learning curve. But I think that team is progressing and learning very fast. I think there's a lot of fast learners, starting with the manager. So I think they can turn things around in the second leg.
Do you think when you look at Arsenal stats from last night, they didn't have a single shot on target? Do you think that they maybe have a problem up top with their number 9? They don't have a sort of 15 to 20 goals a season goal scorer. They were linked to a couple, including Ivan Toney. Do you think because the manager has come out and said that's, it's not a problem, we score goals from every area of the pitch, but when you look at that Arsenal side and the fact they didn't have one shot on target last night, do you think that may be a problem if they're to get over the finishing line in either this competition or the Premier League?
Yeah, it's true. I think this type of performances and games give them a lot of questions in terms of who can come and score those goals as a number 9 position. It's true that Jesus has been providing those goals, but he's not out and out striker like Darren used to be, for example. And it's complicated when he's not on form, he's not there, and they don't have a replacement. But if you look at the Premier League and around the top teams in Europe in general, the number 9 is something really, really rare, you know.
Okay, when you look at Arsenal from last season, they got really close to winning the Premier League, and at the end they kind of fell away.
Bottled it.
When you look at Arsenal this season, what do you give them more chance of winning, the Premier League or the Champions League?
Oof. That's a
Sorry.
tough question.
Or you can say neither. You can say neither.
Yeah, that could be a possibility. If I had to pick, really, I would go for the Champions League, despite this 1-0 defeat at Porto. I think I would give them more chances because I would say that the Premier League, to keep up with City and Liverpool until the end, will be difficult. I think there's still a little bit of a gap, between the experience and also I think the bench at Arsenal is still a little bit light, although they brought Trossard this summer. They brought obviously Declan Rice. I still think City and also Liverpool are a notch higher in terms of chances to win the title.
I want to talk to you a bit about Manchester United. Before I do, I'm just curious. Your 1, 2, 3, and 4 come the end of the Premier League season. How do you see it?
City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and
We're going to talk Manchester United
Aston
in a
Villa.
minute. Aston Villa? Are you serious?
Yeah, I think they're gonna finish up there.
Wow, that's really
Top four.
surprised me. Really surprised me. You've not just put Villa fourth, but above Manchester United and also Spurs.
Well, Spurs, I don't like Spurs.
Is that because of the Arsenal connection, or you just don't like them anyway?
Of course. No. I'm joking.
Okay.
No, I'm just giving a chance to the outsiders, and Villa has been impressive, except when they played United lately. We didn't recognize them, but otherwise, I think Unai Emery is doing a great job.
So what have you made of Manchester United then under Erik ten Hag?
Well, this campaign is completely different from the previous one, and it's really down for me with the lack of players missing through injuries. So difficult to keep the consistency. Again, they lost Martinez and Luke Shaw now, so it's been really up and down this season. The satisfaction is Højlund scoring, but the other one missing is Malacia. I mean, it's a nightmare, really. Back four is completely unsettled, and it's difficult to build something long term for Erik ten Hag.
Mikel, do you think Erik ten Hag's the right man to lead Manchester United back to where they want to be? Certainly when you were playing for them under Sir Alex Ferguson. Do you think Erik ten Hag's the right man to do that?
I think we should give him a chance to really apply himself and recruit the player he wants and continue the work. Because last year, one trophy was in the cabinet, and I think he has the right attitude. I think also he's a good manager. The type of football he's looking at building at United suits the club. He's giving a youth a chance. So there is a lot of positive, despite the table right now. It's not looking good. There's a big gap to finish top four, but yeah, he should stay in the position and have the support of the management.
Okay. A quick word before we let you go about the Euros. That's just around the corner now. Rangers legend Ali McCoist was on the breakfast show earlier on in the year and said that England and France should be considered the favourites for this year's Euros. Do you agree with that?
I fully agree with that. On the back of the last major tournament, and also the qualification campaign, the form of the players. Yeah, I think France and England are solid favorite for this summer in Germany.
What do you make at international level when players, and I'm alluding to maybe Harry Maguire, I think Henderson as well, Jordan Henderson, and also Calvin Phillips. What do you make of players that are getting regular international football but aren't either playing at club level or performing at club level? Is that the norm, do you think, at international level, if a manager has his favourites?
Well, it's true that when you've been through a phase with players and you trust them and you almost won the Euro back in England, I think these players, like, they've got some credit. But on the other side, if you have players in the same position that are performing as well as these guys, they should be given the chance. But if you want to challenge Harry Maguire, Calvin Phillips, and who else did you speak about?
Jordan Henderson, yeah.
Yeah, Jordan Henderson, back at Ajax now. The question is simply, do you have better players in those positions?
Mikel, I've got to ask you about Kylian Mbappe. Obviously, he's now leaving PSG in the summer, and it looks like he's going to Real Madrid. Do you believe that going to Real Madrid is the right move for him? And also, can he go to another level while he's playing for Real Madrid?
Look, he's been at PSG for 7 years. He's won everything except the Champions League. And the next level for him would be one of the major clubs in the world. So Real Madrid clearly was one of his target, and it looks like he's on his way over there. So I think he can go to the next level, which is now for him clearly winning the Ballon d'Or. So yeah, he has he's reaching the peak of his performances, the peak of his career. It's the right time to make the move. And also, if you look at Real Madrid squad at the moment with Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Vinicius, Rodrigo, it's scary. Going forward, this team also can be winning the next 4 Champions League.
Okay. Mikel, listen, thank you for coming on. Before I let you go, I've got one last question, but you have to answer it, okay? You can't sit on the fence.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
So, imagine if you could be back in your prime and your only goal, your only brief is to win the Premier League. Are you going to Arsenal under Mikel Arteta, or are you going to Manchester United under Erik ten Hag?
How many months, years I have?
As long as you want. As long as you want.
As long as I want.
Yep.
I go to Arsenal right now.
Oh, see, Mikel, you're a great guy. What a great guy.
I'm not patient. I'm not a patient guy.
Do you honestly think Arsenal are going to win the league before Manchester United?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mikel, we were getting on so well, you and I. Okay, I didn't expect that, but I appreciate you being honest. It's so lovely to speak to you. If you're ever in London, because we've only had 10 minutes with you, we would be honoured and flattered to have you in the studio any time soon over the next however many months or whatever. We would love to get you in.
Thank you for the invitation. Much appreciated.
It's our pleasure. Thank you again for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks,
Cheers,
pal.
Mikel. Thank you.
Thanks.
There you go. Used to be one of my favourites, Mikel Silvestre. How nice that he's honest, because usually people come on, they're so well media trained.
Yeah, but he's obviously
they sit on the fence.
talking facts.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's best to be sitting on the fence.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.